Kanye West has a new song out titled Heil Hitler, and it's going viral. Kanye West, say what you will about him, he's really good at getting attention. I'm just going to play you a little bit of the song because I think the Nazis who really love Kanye's turn to de Fuhrer and everyone else who's condemning Kanye, I think they're actually missing what this song is about. If you're just listening to it, it's opening up with a bunch of black guys shirtless wearing animal masks. In a dark room, dimly lit. Kind of ominous sound opening up. All standing in a formidable position.
Took my kids from me, then they froze my bank account. I got so much anger in me, got no way to take it out. Think I'm stuck in a matrix. Where the f***'s my nitrous? Yes, I am a cook. I like when people on my. Then I'm posting on Twitter, they telling me, hey, don't say that. Can't see me in public, I'm driving an all-chrome Maybach. With all of the money and fame, I still can't get my kids back.
Put a pause here. Just notice how he's opening up. He says, I got so much anger in me, I don't know how to take it out. Then he talks about my nitrous, which Kanye West is reportedly addicted to nitrous, which is a very, very serious drug that really screws up your head. So right off the top, he's saying, I got so much anger in me, I don't know how to take it out. I'm not acting rationally, I'm not acting logically, I'm just so full of wrath and anger, which are bad. Those are vices, deadly sins. And I'm hooked on drugs, which are poisoning my brain. It's really screwing up with my logical thinking. And it's all because I can't get my kids back, and I'm just totally losing my reason, and I'm just becoming a ball of wrath. Keep going.
With all of the money and fame, I still don't get to see my children. They see my Twitter, but they don't see how I be feeling. So I became a Nazi, yeah, I'm the villain. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
And basically, that's the rest of the song. And it closes out. It's actually like a Hitler speech in German at the end, like but that's the lyric. The lyric of the song. Because we understand taboos on this show, and we're a family show. You know, we don't like to use a lot of naughty words. I'll just say the word ninja. I think you know what word that refers to. So he says, they don't understand the things I say on Twitter, ninja. All my ninjas, Nazis. Ninja Heil Hitler. This is a paradox, right? These are contradictory things. All my ninjas, Nazis. Now, how are the ninjas? Refers to black fellas, by the way, if you didn't interpret what the word was. How are ninjas Nazis? The Nazis view black people as subhuman. The Nazis viewed them as Untermenschen. They're subhuman. So how could a ninja be a Nazi? It's not possible. The exoteric meaning of the song is not possible. It doesn't make any sense. So Kanye's either a nut, yeah, maybe, or he's saying something else beyond the exoteric meaning. It seems to me that the introduction to the song actually sets that up. Because he's saying, I'm not in my right mind. I'm not thinking logically. I'm just full of anger and wrath and sin and vice. And I'm the villain. So Heil Hitler, I'm a Nazi. I became a Nazi. I'm the villain. Right there off the top. He's not saying Hitler is good. That's how this is going to be reported in the press. That is how Nazis are going to take it. And that is how the Kanye haters are going to take it. But it's not what he's saying. Right there off the top, he's saying, I'm bad. I'm doing bad things. I'm not being smart. I'm not being logical. I'm not making any sense. I'm bad. I'm a villain. That's why I'm a Nazi. In other words, the Nazis are the bad guys. And Hitler's the bad guy. And I'm the bad guy now. I got a lot more to say. First, though, go to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. Do you trust your internet service provider? There is good reason not to. Depending on where you live, ISPs might be required to keep logs of your online activity just in case the government wants to take a peek. In the US, it's even worse. ISPs can legally sell your browsing history to whomever they please. What can you do about it? The solution is to get a VPN, and the VPN I use is ExpressVPN. I've used it for years and years. This is an app that reroutes my online traffic through encrypted servers so my ISP can't access it, and neither can data brokers or other third parties, especially when you've got government entities and non-government entities that are trying to target conservatives, pro-lifers, Christians. I think it's just better to have a little bit of privacy here, okay? Why do I trust ExpressVPN? They received over 300 data requests in the past year alone. None of them resulted in any customer data being exposed. Zero. ExpressVPN just doesn't keep any customer activity logs. That is thanks to specially engineered server architecture that runs on volatile memory. Nothing is ever saved to disk. It is private by design. It's super simple. You tap one button, you're connected on all your devices. Find out how you can get 4 months for free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or by going to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. And then it goes into this pretty clever, by pop culture standards, kind of a clever rhyme, a crazy sounding rhyme. Twitter, ninja, Hitler. Wow. And it grabs your attention because he's saying the thing you can't say. We've been talking about how the N-word is the unutterable word. Well, he goes to a taboo that's even more central to the culture, which is Hitler, like the worst guy ever, right? Even Hitler is not Hitler, because Hitler is a stand-in in modern parlance for the devil. And the old understanding that we had of the Christian understanding, which is there's the incarnation of absolute good and evil is a privation of the good, is flipped on its head in secular modernity, which says there is no such thing as good. There's no absolute good, but there is absolute evil in the person of Hitler. Hitler is just a substitute for the devil. It's this kind of, I won't even call it Manichaean. It's just totally flipping religious reality on its head, saying there's only absolute evil, and whatever you would call good is merely somewhat distant from absolute evil. You can never be good. The notion of God, Christ, the person of Christ, the Christian religion, that's just to be mocked according to the popular culture. The best you can hope for is not to be good. It's not to be holier. It's just to be less of a Nazi. But Kanye is saying here, the Nazis are bad, and I'm bad. I think, look, Kanye opens up by saying something that I think is true, which is he's lost his mind because of wrath and drug addiction. I think he's admitting that. I think that's pretty sincere. And that sets up the rest of the song to say, don't take this literally, or don't take this sincerely. I think at a deeper level too, the song is a commentary on popular culture and on technology. The way he's grabbing attention here, and he's grabbing everyone's attention, the song's going super viral. There are a zillion memes all over the internet. I'm talking about it on this show. A lot of podcasts are talking about it. Is he's kind of pointing out where the commentary is going. We are so desensitized because we're plugged into ever more radical media all the time. I mean, radical and extreme, not only in the message, though there's that, but also in the form of the media. We're not just reading newspapers anymore. We're getting lights and we're getting flickering images, and we're not even listening on 1x anymore. We're listening on 1.5x and 2x, and it's also extreme. And Kanye has now said the ultimate thing you can say to get attention. He said it on the Alex Jones show, I love Hitler, and now he's done a whole song about this. There's nowhere to go. Even you think about political commentary. 15 years ago, if someone said, I support the Constitution, I want to cut taxes, that was extreme. Then 5 years ago, if someone said, I don't think a man can be a woman, that was extreme. Now this is all blasé stuff. People need more. If you are engaging with politics, not to be civically engaged and to advance the common good, if you're just engaging in it for a dopamine hit, as many people do, then this is it. Now you've reached the end of the road. My ninjas are Nazis, Heil Hitler. That's the end of the road. There's no more extreme thing you can possibly say. There's no more incoherent thing you can possibly say. There can be no coherence to this at all, as Kanye admits off the top of the show. He says, I'm not being coherent. I'm just pure wrath right now. I'm a villain. I'm the bad guy. I'm going to say something, the craziest, least coherent thing you can possibly say. And that's the end of it. So where do you go from there? Where does popular music go from there? Where does Kanye go from there? His life is in shambles, as this is what the song is about. How do you become a good guy again? This is the song that he says at the top, I've reached rock bottom. I'm a villain. I've lost my kids. I've lost my money. I've lost my everything. I'm a villain. So then how do you become good again? You got to give the guy a little bit of credit. He is artistically capturing people's attention and artistically interesting, saying much more than a lot of pop music does. At this point, everyone's dopamine receptors or everyone's kind of stimulations could be totally blown out. What do you say? Okay, what if you don't want to be the villain? I don't want to be a villain. So then what do we do? And oddly enough, the two news stories from today actually they form a nice bookend. You've got looking toward God. and looking toward the logos and looking toward with reason toward the divine, which, grace perfects nature. Or you can go the other way. Which way, Western man? You can go the other way and just be a villain and give up your reason and give up virtue and again, just plunge into drugs and vice and wrath and Nazism. Which way? Which way do you want to go? I really loved that clip of my show. And if you want more of them, you got to go to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. You're already there, so subscribe, ring the bell. What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it.